What's going on, everyone? I got 10 tips for you to appear more responsible at work. Note that these tips won't actually make you a more responsible person, they'll only make you look like one. True change has to come from deep inside your heart. And by the way, if you work directly with me, you're not allowed to watch this video, so turn it off. The last thing I want is HR pulling me aside again with another strongly worded blah, 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 blah. All right, here we go. Tip number 1, document all your work specifically for your manager. Keep a running doc of all the things you're working on, as well as any important notes you have on your projects. Then share this doc with your manager before every one-on-one. Each meeting has its own doc, so over time, your manager can see exactly how you're progressing and spending your time. Very few people actually do this because no one likes micromanagement. But consider this, can anyone really micromanage you if you're already micromanaging yourself? Plus, it only takes a few minutes each week. All right, tip number 2, prepare for every meeting. And I mean really prepare. Before every meeting, read the topic, write down any questions you have, and try to form an early opinion on things. This way, you can spend meeting times on the meaty questions instead of just ramping up. Plus, if there are other people in the meeting too, you'll stand out. Just 5 minutes of prep here for each meeting is plenty. On the topic of meetings, here's tip number 3. Bring a notebook to every meeting and take notes. Write down all the action items because if you don't, things are going to slip. And use an actual pen and paper here, not a laptop, because if you're typing away on a laptop, people might think you're ignoring them. And this can be super triggering for people like me who have this constant need for other people's validation. Final advice for meetings is tip number 4. At the end of every meeting, repeat to everyone all the action items you wrote down, whether you're responsible for them or not. Get an estimate from everyone when they think they'll be able to finish their tasks. Then, when you get back to your desk, send an email recap so everyone knows exactly what's up. And one really important thing here that a lot of people miss is remember to actually keep your promises. All right, tip number 5, respond to every email within 24 hours. I'm talking about all of them. I'm sure this sounds unrealistic at first, but you and I both know how frustrating it is to send an email and not hear back for a week. I mean, did they miss it? Are they still working on it? Are they purposely ignoring you? This is why you gotta respond to everything immediately. If it's something that needs more than a day, just respond right away and say you'll look into it and you'll get back to them later. That's plenty enough for now. Then they'll no longer worry about you secretly hating them, and they'll finally be able to stop purposely avoid making eye contact with you in the hallways and stuff. All right, tip number 6, do not abuse flexible work schedules that much. This means minimizing working from home and or leaving work early. You know what everyone's thinking when that person leaves work early all the time to avoid traffic, go to their doctor's appointments, or other made up excuses like picking up their kids from school. BS. Personally, I don't put too much stock into these things, but not everyone is as understanding as me. Tip number 7, send emails outside of working hours. I mean, what do you think about these people working exactly 40 hours a week and not a minute over? Bunch of suckers if you ask me. Make sure to assert your dominance on the team by regularly sending emails at least an hour before and after the actual workday. Even better, use the email scheduling feature to queue up your emails so they'll auto send after hours so you don't actually need to be working extra hours like a sucker. Tip number 8, wear glasses. Doesn't matter if you've got 20/20 vision like me, wear them anyways. Everyone knows that people with glasses are better coworkers. See these? They don't even have a prescription. I just wear them to look smart, and I get compliments on them all the time. Tip number 9, put everything on your calendar. Absolutely everything. Time blocks for heads down work, your upcoming out of offices, and other important things like your doctor's appointments and when you need to pick up your kids from school. People will think, wow, this person has their schedule set down to the minute, yet they're still working so hard every day sending emails after hours. That's dedication. That's the best damn McDonald's employee I've ever seen. Final tip, don't write long emails. If you've got time to write these huge emails, people will think you don't have enough work. So keep it brief. In fact, don't even use punctuation and make sure to write everything using only lowercase letters. Who has time for luxuries like the shift button? Then at the end of every email, never ever type out your name. Big no. Write only the first letter, D. It keeps the illusion going. All right, folks, hope these tips help you out. Hope they make you succeed. You know what they always say, fake it till you make it. So keep up the illusion and you're going to be Mrs. Responsible in no time. This is D and I'm signing out. Peace.